Well, Bullock's announcement did get some backlash, but lots of praise, as you would expect in any political race. To help break it all down now, KPAX's Kent Lutzen reached out to political analyst and University of Montana professor Lee Banville to answer a few of those pressing questions. Kent joins us now live in the studio with more on that. Kent.
That's right, Joe. We received plenty of comments about Governor Bullock's decision to enter the 2020 race. Many asked, why would Bullock enter a race with such little national name recognition? How is he going to separate himself from a growing Democratic pool of 20-plus candidates? Or simply, does he stand a chance? And as political analyst Lee Banville explains, Bullock's first few months on the campaign trail will really shape his odds at becoming a serious contender.
His campaign is really going to rely on grassroots. He's going to have to go out to, especially these early states, and build a sort of name recognition there. So even if people in California don't know who he is right now, that's okay. What he needs is Democratic activists on the ground in Iowa and New Hampshire in particular to really respond to his message and really buy into the idea that although it's a long shot, he's the kind of leader that this country needs and that the Democrats need at this moment.
Banville added Bullock is going to really have to carve out a position who is someone who has done well as a Democrat in a red state, working strong with those on the other side of the aisle to get things done. As for the number of Democratic candidates running, Banville says it's going to be very interesting how Bullock differentiates himself from other moderate Democrats in the mix, and this will be a struggle for Bullock from the very start. However, Banville added due to that large number of candidates, the votes will be spread thin, so this could be very helpful for Bullock and his campaign message. As for the primaries, Banville said Bullock is going to have to really make a real connection to voters.
There are these different candidates who are going to really appeal to like your heart. And Bullock is kind of a head candidate, right? It's like on the issues, he's gotten stuff done. He got Medicaid expansion passed in a Republican-dominated legislature. You know, he really has pushed campaign finance reform fairly effectively at the state level, but that's all up in the brain. You know, the challenge is the primaries are often about the heart, and the heart and the brain don't always line up.
Now, Banville also made a very great point about how Montana will be perceived nationally if Bullock starts to gain some of that traction. So this will be very interesting to watch it play out.
Interesting to say the very least. This could be pretty exciting. It's also, I'm curious how he may be positioning himself against President Donald Trump.
No, Banville kind of added about how Bullock already has kind of the experience running and campaigning in rural areas. And in 2016, the Democrats, didn't really check up on those rural areas. So Bullock has that going for him. Also, I'd like to add that Bullock did really well in 2016 in Montana during that campaign, and Trump also won here. So we got some back and forth going, and I'm really excited for the 2020 campaign.
We'll see how far this goes, won't we?
Yeah,
exciting for all of us. All right.